There are many special and impressive trophies in the sporting world, but when it comes to polo, they all play second fiddle to this. This year, the Audi International is between England and the United States of America, and when these two teams meet, this magnificent trophy is the prize. This is to polo what the Ashes are to cricket, what the Ryder Cup is to golf, and the reward for the winners today is the historic Westchester Cup. Welcome to the Audi International here at Guards Polo Club in the beautiful surroundings of Windsor Great Park, where the two teams, England and the USA, will go head-to-head in the blue-ribboned event of international polo. This matchup has quite some history. The rivalry dates back to 1886, when a team from the Hurling Club London travelled to Newport, Rhode Island, to play against an American team represented by the Westchester Polo Club. The English won that very first encounter, and the match was one of the first ever international sporting events in modern history. The winners of that inaugural match had nothing to lift in celebration. The trophy wasn't made until a year later, but it was well worth the wait, because $1 million sterling silver cup was to be the prize. The English were victorious in the early stages of the competition, but USA had their first success in 1909, and from then on had a period of dominance, winning 8 of the next 9 matches. In 1992, a new format was introduced, a single winner-takes-all game here at Guards. A packed crowd was on hand and the game went into double overtime. But the Americans were just victorious and won the game 8-7. 1997 now, and after 76 years of blood, sweat and tears, England finally got their hands back on the cup with a 12-9 victory and ended a losing run that dated back to 1921. And our final fact of our little history lesson brings us to 2009, where the challenge was accepted by the English to contest the cup in Wellington, Florida. It was another thrilling game and wasn't decided until very late in the final chukker, but England won with a 10-9 victory. Which brings us on to today. And once again, these two old rivals will do battle here on the Queen's ground, and the next chapter of the historic Westchester Cup will be written. Now, the Cup hasn't been contested on English soil for over 16 years, and the historical standings see America lead 10-6. The confidence must be high in the American camp.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we weren't feeling confident, we'd have a problem. So, I mean, we've been working hard at this, and the team's been here for about 2 weeks, and we've been practicing and getting the horses ready. So, I mean, we feel good. The horse-wise, we're feeling quite good as well. So, we're ready to rock and roll. It's always been a dream of mine, and it's been a dream of mine to play it. Yet to be a captain is even a greater honor, and hopefully I can lead them the right way and bring home the cup. So they beat us last time in the United States in 2009, so we're really hungry to take this one back home with us. But we know that it's going to be very tough. They're a world-class team, and they're all very well mounted, and they've been playing together for a while. So it's going to be tough, but if we stick to our plan, I think hopefully it comes out positive.
Now, it's been an incredibly successful sporting summer here in this country, and one man that always looks forward to the Audi International is England captain Luke Tomlinson. He knows exactly what it takes to lift the Westchester Cup, as he was part of the winning side back in 2009.
Amazing victory, because we were obviously on foreign soil, and most of us, or 3 of us, were on rented ponies and borrowed ponies, playing against an American team that was a strong team. But we had an amazing organisation, and it was a good victory.
How proud are you now here on English soil, leading out the England team today?
Very proud. It's going to be a big game. Luckily, beautiful weather. A lot of crowds are here, and it's a great honour. I think it's the second oldest sporting event between two nations, and carries a lot of history and a lot of honour goes with it.
Polo is one of the most exciting and enthralling sports you will ever see, and on show here today are some of the best players in the world. Now, polo has a handicap system similar to golf to rate a player's ability. When you start, you're given a -2 handicap, and then it goes -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10, 10 being the highest you can achieve. There are only a dozen or so 10-goalers in the whole of the world. Now, polo is a fairly basic concept. Put the ball through your opponent's goal more times to win. But there are a few more things you need to know about this great game. The main rule you'll probably hear quite a lot of is the line of the ball, or right of way. Here's the basics you need to know. When a player hits the ball, whether it's 2 metres or 200 metres, an imaginary line is created. That is their line. A player cannot come across and try and steal the ball. The only way they can do that is come up next to them, push them off the line, or hook their stick. 2 more things for you to know. Every time a goal is scored, you change direction, so the teams attack in the opposite goal. This is done over 6 chukkers, 6 intervals of play, all 7.5 minutes long. And of course, we have a half time straight after the 3rd chukker for the traditional treading of the divots. So that's the basics of a few rules. We'll go into more detail as the game develops, but first, let's check on the full lineups for the big match. Nick Roldan. Nick is captain of the USA team and won his first high-goal polo tournament at just aged 15. Since then, Nick has scaled the handicap ladder to reach his current 8 goals. He's played all over the world and is incredibly proud to be playing in this historic match. Mike Azzaro. Born in Chicago, Mike had attained a 10-goal handicap by the age of just 26 and maintained that for an impressive 14 years. He was part of the losing US team in 2009, so we'll definitely be hoping for a different outcome today. Mark Ganzi. Mark is a vastly experienced player, having won many prestigious tournaments in America, and this past US season has been playing with some of the best in the world for the Audi Polo team. Pablo Pierres. Pablo was born in Greenwich, Connecticut, but grew up in Argentina. He's only 27 years old, but has already played in the Argentine Open, the highest level of polo tournament on the planet, 4 times. He will certainly be one to keep an eye on and could provide some fireworks on the field. Luke Tomlinson. 37-year-old Luke captains the England team and with 7 goals is one of England's highest handicap players. Luke knows just what it takes to win this trophy and is looking forward to experiencing the Westchester Cup on home soil for the first time. James Bime. James plays off 7 goals, a handicap he has maintained since 2009. This year he won the Outstanding British Professional Award at the Audi Polo Awards for the 2nd year running, and James is incredibly honoured to represent England once again. Mark Tomlinson. Mark is the 31-year-old younger brother of Luke. He made his international debut back in 2004 and has been a regular ever since. Expect plenty of skill and commitment from Mark. He's certainly one to watch. John Paul Clarkin. In keeping with the traditions of the match, John Paul joins the England team as a representative of the Commonwealth. John Paul isn't only the highest handicap player on the team today, he is also the highest rated New Zealander, and as an honorary Englishman for the day, JP will be hoping the home nation's sporting summer of success continues. So there we have the 2 lineups for the 2013 Westchester Cup. England have quality and experience throughout the side, and the USA look to have some potential match winners in their lineup. And as you will see, because the handicap totals for the 2 sides are different, the USA will begin the match with a 2-goal advantage. A tremendous atmosphere is building here. We've just had the team entrances onto the field, the 2 national anthems, and baby George's grandfather, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, has taken his place in the royal box. And we're all set to go with the 2013 Audi International for the Westchester Cup. It's England in the white shirts and the USA in the blue.